This is Miss Leslie B, and welcome back to my channel. And
Welcome back.
Today we have a great topic. Miss Cece and I are going to talk about
HBCU culture.
right. So comment, like, and subscribe. Honey, share with everybody, okay? Because that's what this is all about. We're going to talk about HBCU. So, I am a graduate of the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. I am a fall graduate, class of 2006. Okay? It's something about those fall graduates, honey. I like to see it every time because that means you work very hard. Very, very hard. Okay? It's different than the May graduates to me because I'm a fall graduate. Okay? Anyway, so I started in 2002. Wow, that's something. And
23 years, girl.
I started in May. So 2 weeks after graduating high school, I started college. And I was in a program that actually paid for me to take 2 classes, which was actually good. And I passed some classes, went on into matriculating as a freshman. And I tell you, it is something serious to be a freshman, to be experiencing something new. I did not live on campus. I was a commuter my entire time, but I can say that there is still an experience. So, my freshman year, all I wanted to do was just go to school and go back home. I wasn't interested.
That's all she wanted to do.
And I wasn't trying to be in clubs or participate with nothing.
She was not.
My focus was...
I went to the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff as well. I didn't graduate from UAPB.
That's okay.
But I went there as well. But no, she didn't want to do anything on campus.
Nope.
I had to talk her into a lot of things.
Well, and see, the thing is, I also was kind of, I want to say that I was kind of going through like a hurt type of situation, because I don't know if you know that I went to the info, man, I tell you, that's something,
Tell me what I didn't know.
I went to tryouts, child, because I was trying to be one of the 24 carats gold.
Okay. I did not know that.
Baby, honey, when I tell you, that's a different type of discipline. That's
why I didn't want to be in the band,
honey,
in college.
That's a different type of discipline. And yeah, no. Praise him. The Lord knew.
Don't do that.
The Lord knew. Leslie could not handle that.
Do not do that.
The Lord knew I couldn't handle it. So yeah, honey, I was trying to get my mind back in, and I was like,
She didn't want to do anything.
I'm just gonna be a student.
She didn't want to do anything. Didn't want to be a part of any organizations.
You gotta remember, in high school, I was in all the stuff. I was on the flag line. I cheered. I was in this science club. I was in this club, in the FBLA, in all these places, going all this everywhere. So going to college, I was like,
I still didn't understand that.
Student.
Because that's my title. Student. If you are in high school and in all of those organizations, you get to college, to me it's even better. So I wanted to be in everything.
I wanted to see what being regular was. Regular.
How do you want to be regular at a HBCU?
I mean, you know.
How? Like, to me, a HBCU would make you want to not be regular.
I mean,
there's so much.
Obviously, you did a good job of persuading me, because I ended up in the student senate. Honey, we out here volunteering, selling Girl Scout cookies. We out here selling, what was the place? Them donuts, Krispy Kreme.
Oh, yeah.
Child, out here working that tree.
Working the tree?
The tree. What's the Christmas time tree? You know, when they give back to the kids. Oh, you don't remember working the tree?
No, I do not. I don't remember that.
the tree, holiday tree, whatever the thing is for Christmas time, when you go and you pick them kids and you go buy the stuff and then give it back to the folk.
Okay, no, I don't remember that, but clearly you do when I don't.
Yes, the tree, whatever it's called, angel tree. That's what it is, angel tree.
Mm-hmm, okay.
On the angel tree, I did all that. Yeah. So you convinced me, obviously.
I did. I had to. I couldn't have you being on an HBCU campus where people were always involved in everything. You can't just be on an HBCU campus and not do anything but go to school. Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. But yeah,
I feel like you just being there will make you want to be involved.
I mean, I guess. Do you remember I ran for Miss Sophomore?
Oh, Jesus. Girl, you know my memory ain't long.
See how this stuff is popping back up in my memory?
Yeah, right.
Because, that was like the first part of ending up freshman year. I ran for Miss Sophomore.
I do vaguely remember that.
And, child, but you persuaded me to participate in stuff.
I had to.
And I got out there and started doing stuff, participating in all the stuff with the classes. We done built the float to be in the parade. Lord, that was something out there in the middle of homecoming. It's homecoming. We're supposed to be living life as college students.
But college
and we out here having to darn build a float. Lead a Greek show. We had to lead a Greek show. Go build a float. Man, I think that particular year I only slept like 2 hours. Going from
you decided to get involved.
I was involved. I only had like real talk.
And that's what you signed up for.
Maybe 3 hours worth of sleep.
You signed up for it.
Go build that float. Then we had to be up real early, have sleep on the float.
You signed up for it. And but the bottom line is you enjoyed your college experience.
I definitely enjoyed my college experience, and that was
you learned a lot, and you met a lot of people. That's what college is for.
We did a lot, and then Ebony persuaded me to run for senior class president. That's my girl.
R.L. Ebony Thompson.
Rest in love, Ebony Thompson.
That was our girl.
Yes, she was.
That was our girl. She could really convince you to do anything.
She
to make you feel like you have superpowers to do anything. Because she was gonna do it if you didn't do it.
She did. And I remember. Do you remember we was doing the phone calls for the recruiting students?
No, I never did that.
You didn't do that?
I did not.
Child, I did not in the administration building.
I did not do that.
Calling students for Lyme Fever Day. So that was basically high school
year.
No, it was probably junior year or something.
Well,
I don't remember. I don't remember what year it was. I think it was junior year.
It couldn't have been while I was there, though.
We was working with somebody at the administration building, and we was calling people for the Lyme Fever Day. And it wasn't just like regular people. It was students that was like attending area schools, high schools, trying to encourage them to come to Lyme Fever Day.
Okay.
I tell you, one of the little boys said he had a car, but it wasn't on 20s or something.
Okay. Okay.
I don't even remember his name, none of that. But I remember him saying that tickled me. That really tickled me. In all them calls that we was talking to folks, trying to encourage them to come to Lyme Fever Day, that was the one. I got rims, but they ain't 20s though.
Okay. That was a thing back then. But I mean, we are definitely older now.
It was.
But that was definitely a thing back then.
It was. But yeah, that's it. Okay.
Well, tell them what positions you held in your experience at Miss UAPB mother.
So, I became senior class president 2005, 2006.
Okay.
And I participated with the student senate.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Oh, that was something with
you were junior class treasurer or something, right?
Yeah, I participated with a lot with the class. Or
Well, I said the name them. I mean,
yeah,
you did
or some because
you
some
did
of
a
it I
build
don't
up in your HBCU experience.
because some of it I don't remember the titles. I just because I am a giver, I am going to. I'm okay with being behind the scenes and doing the work.
Right.
So I don't remember the titles. It was, hey, we need to go do blah blah blah. Are you available? And if I was available, I
You were
showed
there.
up.
You were there. Well,
Even outside of I worked, especially my last 2 years, I worked basically a full time job while being a full time student, and then being in extracurricular activities, being in the with the participating with all of that because it takes a lot. It takes a lot of time.
It does.
And for me, what I could say is, if I could do it all over again, I definitely would. Because it helped grow me. It helped grow me. It helped mature me. But that's what I would say. As far as my experience, that was something else. Oh, my last semester, because I'm a fall graduate, so at that point I was no longer the senior class president. I decided, I was like, I want to do something different. Again, this was encouragement from friends. I participated with the Miss Phi Beta Sigma pageant,
Okay.
and that helped me step outside my comfort zone. 100%. So, I mean, again, if you don't try it, you don't never know if you can do it or not.
Very true. Very true.
Do you need to go to the doctor and don't have insurance? Do you need dental work or eyeglasses? Look no further. I have medical plans that start at $0. Click the link below to see your options.
Glad I talked you into some of that stuff. Because you were just going to be a wallflower
I
at
just-
HBCU, and I did not understand.
That's it. I just was going to be regular diggler. What's your experience?
Oh, gosh. Well, my college experience, my HBCU experience, rather, my first thought of going to college was a HBCU.
Mine wasn't.
It was my first thought. Now, my first thought was not University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, but it was an HBCU experience. Now, I ultimately went to the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, my hometown school, knew most people, so I went there with my friends, this one, and well, multiples, but this one too.
Right.
But going to orientation before freshman year put my mindset in the college experience from the beginning. I always wanted to be involved in everything. I was like that in school, though. In high school, I was involved in everything. I was in band, ROTC, I cheered, I was in science club, I was in accounting club, I was a bunch of stuff. But I've always been the type to be involved in things. So I didn't feel like I could go to college and not be involved in anything. We were at freshman orientation, and they started telling us about all of the organizations and all the things that the freshmen could be a part of. And I wanted to be in everything, but I knew I wasn't going to have time to be in absolutely everything. So SGA was my first pick. I wanted to be a senator. So I became a SGA freshman senator. That was, I did that freshman and sophomore year. I was in NAACP. I was in the accounting club. I was in a couple other things. I was in a lot of stuff at my HBCU. I really was. But that's just because I felt like I couldn't be there without being involved. Going to class was going to class. I was going to do that. But being more involved outside of class, because I didn't stay on campus, as she didn't stay on campus, I was also a commuter.
I mean, I guess that makes you
I felt like
be more on campus, but I
was
okay with being regular.
I wasn't. I'm not a regular person, never have been. But I didn't want to not live on campus, but not also be involved. Because I felt like that's a part of the HBCU experience or the college experience, period, is being involved, especially if you don't live on campus. And I was kind of envious of my friends that lived on campus, but I couldn't help that because I was not paying for room and board, not out of my broke pockets. But I wanted to be involved. So I got involved in as much as I could. I participated in events as much as I could. And I met a lot of people. Now, granted, I did not graduate from the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff.
But that's okay.
I moved after sophomore year, 2004. I moved to Atlanta for better opportunities. But I mean, I learned a lot in those 2 years that I was there. I did make more friends. I mean, besides the friends that I had all my life, almost this one. And I mean, granted, we went to the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff with a lot of our friends from high school. A lot. We are in the same city. It's kind of inevitable. But I learned a lot from other people. I met people from other school districts in the same city. I met people from other cities in Arkansas. I met people from other states. So I feel like I branched out from just Pine Bluff by going to HBCU and going to college, period. But a HBCU is a special experience to me, in my opinion.
It is.
You get so much out of being there, and you don't know it until you are there and experiencing it yourself. I mean, we kind of went to a predominantly black high school, but still, it's a little bit different because the people that you go to high school with, you've known them almost your whole life.
Right.
But when you go to college or even just the HBCU, you meet people from everywhere.
Right.
So it's a better experience to me, just more fulfilling and more nurturing. You get to know so much more about yourself too. So yeah, I matured a lot, but I feel like I've been the same for a long time. So I feel like I've always been a bit mature, but I've always wanted to be involved in things for whatever reason. I just felt like I needed to put myself into different organizations to build more of myself and to learn more. So my HBCU did that for me. Now, even though I left after my 2 years, but I learned a lot in that little bit of time that I was there.
It absolutely does teach you. It encourages you to step outside your comfort zone.
Definitely.
I remember when, as Miss, because I was senior class president, we had some different activities that were open to the student. One of them was basically, it was like Rep Your City, but it was more so like a showcase for people to just basically get up and showcase their talent. And I remember that time frame where we was able to just do that because students came from all over, and they got up and was able to do different things because everybody don't do the same thing. There was a guy that rapped. There was somebody that got up and did spoken word. Somebody did like a dance, liturgical type of stuff. I mean, going to an HBCU gives you, it encourages you to be yourself, but also growing outside of what your initial comfort zone is. And that's what it was for me, helping me grow beyond who I initially thought I was, helping me mature into a better person. Because for me, I always say I was a commuter, but I also got an opportunity to stay on campus. I don't know if I ever really said that. So I got an opportunity.
No, you never did.
So, well, because I stayed during the summertime. The summertime is different than regular school year.
Is.
But still getting that experience to stay in the dormitory is different. And if you've ever lived in dormitories where it's a community bathroom, child, that's something different.
That was the one thing that I think I probably wouldn't have wanted in that experience is the community bathroom.
Yeah, and so I got an opportunity to stay in the Plex, as well as JBJ, and then I think it's the Delta.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually stayed in some of whatever those other halls is, Lewis and Douglas or something, whatever those titles are. But those were, along with the Plex, all had those community bathrooms. And so, basically you got to schedule time so that everybody not in the bathroom at the same time.
Oh God! That was the one thing that I really was like, you know what? I won't ever miss that experience, because I could probably deal with sharing a bathroom with maybe 3 other people, but not with a whole hall of people.
Yeah, a whole hall.
Like if it was like a suite situation where 2 people stayed in one room and then 2 people stayed in another room and there was a connecting bathroom,
yeah,
maybe.
And see, that's how Delta is. JBJ, I think, is 4.
Oh, okay.
It's 2. It's
JBJ
area is 2 in the room, but then it's 4 of you share the kitchenette area. But
JBJ is like that. But no, I don't think I could have. Yeah, I probably would have been running back home because I had my own bathroom at home.
So that's why for me during the regular school year, child, I'm gonna stay at home. Thank y'all for the free opportunity to stay in the dormitory, but I'm gonna keep my own coin when it's on me to have to pay for it.
I'll stay with my mama. I'll stay with my mama. Mm-hmm. Yes,
I'm gonna stay at home.
Yes, but going to HBCU is a really great experience, and I feel like being a Black woman, period, or being a Black child, being a Black student, I feel like that experience is really important. I feel like if most people nowadays, and because Black women are the most educated demographic as of right now and have been for a long time, most Black women they have professional degrees. So you're going to undergrad, you're going to a business school, you're going to law school, you're going to medical school, you're going to some other professional school after undergrad. And because of that, I feel like one of those experiences should be a HBCU.
Absolutely.
Either undergrad or your professional school. Now, granted, I went to 2 years undergrad at University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Right now, I am back in college finishing my degree at a different school that's not a HBCU. I don't regret that. It was an opportunity that I was presented. I prayed for it and I got it. And it's being paid for, but not by me. So I got that opportunity. I took it. But I am seeking a law degree in the next year. So I will be applying to HBCUs because I want one degree of mine to be a HBCU degree. And I feel like that every student, Black student, male, female, whatever, should make one of their degrees from an HBCU just to get the experience, if nothing else. But HBCUs educate Black people, white people, Hispanic people, Indian people, Asian people. We educate everybody.
Yes.
Now, granted, I know, other schools, they kind of do the same thing. It's just not the same experience.
It's definitely not the same experience. It's definitely not the same experience because within HBCU, first of all, you get that family type of community. Mm-hmm. And you don't get that experience everywhere where, if one fall, we all fall. Mm-hmm. But if we all go up, we're all going up together. If one go up, we all going up together. Mm-hmm. And within HBCU, that's definitely it. I remember a couple of my classes, we had group assignments. And when I tell you, now that was something, because I was always like, I don't do no group assignment.
I don't like group assignments either.
I don't want no group assignment because somebody ain't going to show up. Somebody ain't
not going to do their part.
Mm-hmm. And then it's all going to fall back on us. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But when I tell you with an HBCU, it's like, nope. Honey, we all getting this same grade, so your name on this paper just like mine is.
We're going to push everybody to do their part. because we want everybody to be excellent in their own right.
Absolutely.
And to learn from whatever the assignment is and what we're supposed to be doing. Everybody should learn from it, not just the 2 people in the group of 5 that's in the group. You know.
No, not at all. And see, I remember, no, honey, we was calling everybody, show up at the library at 5 o'clock. Because class started at 6, so you need to be here about at 5 o'clock. So that we can at least all have worked together a little bit. Then that way at least we're showing.
The best kind of peer pressure. That's what that is. It's the best kind of peer pressure.
So, what are some... Do you know someone that's experienced cancer and their quality of life changed? They ended up having to sell their home, sell their property. Guess what? There's an insurance policy that can keep you from having to lose all of your things that you work so hard for. Click the link in bio so that we can get you some coverage today, okay? Benefits as it pertains to attending a HBCU.
Well, my first benefit is tuition. When it comes to tuition costs, we all know that some other schools can be very expensive. For 1 year, you can pay upwards of $40,000-$50,000 for 1 year. Now, at HBCUs, I can't say we don't deserve that, but we know that affordability is important.
Right.
And just because you want to get an education doesn't mean you have to pay all of that money.
Right.
And honestly, I mean, a lot of us get, student loans, we get Pell Grants, that kind of thing, any kind of financial assistance. However, we don't want the student loans that we do get to be astronomical when we start our career. Because then how are we sustaining our livelihood?
Right.
How are we sustaining our life when we're paying back the government thousands and thousands of dollars because we wanted to get an education?
Right.
So tuition cost is one of the benefits because HBCU tuitions are typically lower than other schools.
Absolutely.
But they still provide excellent education.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I just want to add to that because I didn't take out loans while I was working on my undergraduate. Or the loans that I took out, which was my last 2 years, it still was probably like $1,000. My Pell, because I was a commuter, my Pell charges covered everything, and I was taking 18 hours every semester.
Oh, you was an overachiever. Overachiever.
It's not that I was being an overachiever. I just wanted to be done in 4 years because that's what I say. It's a 4-year institution.
I understand.
Why people walk around here for 10 years and I was like,
I'm experiencing that now. I am ready to be done. So
yeah, I just was like, So I took 18 hours or more. I ain't gonna say, but even my freshman year, I think it was like 18 hours each semester. But yeah, and I mean in the summertime then, because science has not always been my subject.
Never.
So that's what I would have to go and take in the summertime because I need to only focus on that, science only, because.
So, what benefit do you think going to HBCU offers?
Absolute 100% community, 100% community and relationship building. Just because, like I said earlier, we all fail. If one of us fail, we all fail. But if one of us succeed, we all succeed. And with attending an HBCU, honey, it's everybody. You met this person because we was moving in or whatever. First day of registration, all of that, because I didn't move into the dormitory. So first day of registration,
orientation.
What class you taking?
Orientation. You
all
met
that type of stuff.
some of everybody at orientation.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. And you remember that freshman class we all had to take? We had to learn the alma mater. Child, that was the class, okay? That's where you learned. That's where you met everybody. Oh, okay, you freshman too. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
That was a good benefit. The community building, the relationships that you make at HBCUs.
Yes.
Most are forever relationships.
Yes, because then it builds network so that even once you graduate, you're able to, work with people going forward. You never know who may be able to assist you with employment or just whatever type of opportunities going forward with your life.
Yeah.
So, what's another benefit?
Another benefit is building and nurturing your identity.
Okay.
When you go to college, you do build more of your identity of who you are, because you have more freedom from your parents or whoever you were living with and was nurturing you then. When you get to college, you do have more freedom to learn more about who you are. At a HBCU, same thing, but just a little different.
Right.
At a HBCU, I feel like they nurture who you are. It builds a lot more character. The people that you meet, you may find something in them that you also like in yourself. You may find something in them that you didn't know you actually had, but you like that part of yourself too.
Right.
They help you find more of who you are, and who you already are, the good parts, they nurture those. And they help you build those for when you do graduate from college and you go out to live your life. You have more of a sense of who you are, so that you're not going out into the world and letting people that may not be the best for you build things in you that you don't want the world to see, or you don't want to have in you.
Right.
So they nurture the good parts, so that when you do go out in the world, you show the world your good parts.
Absolutely. Now, for me, one of them was cultural development. Cultural development, and because for me, it was all about growth and opportunities. I got to learn who I am and figure out, because you're getting, like you said, you're now not around your parents, and so you get an opportunity to be more around your peers who can help encourage and help you say, you know what, you got, you kind of blah blah blah.
You have this in you. You are talented in this. This skill you do have. Maybe you should build on that.
Right. Right. They see some different things in you and help you develop. And I believe that was one of the biggest things for me with attending an HBCU.
It's a good one, for sure. Because HBCUs definitely build in you the best parts of yourself.
Not only that, we have the classes, that help us learn more about Black people, basically. And help you learn your history and different things, because a lot of times when you're in school is washed out. And so attending an HBC helps you learn what happened and how to move forward beyond it.
Yeah. So, do we want to tell the people, students, or other people, not just students, could be adults too, if they want to go to a HBCU, attend a HBCU, graduate from a HBCU, how they can apply?
Absolutely. The website is commonblackcollegeapp.com.
So
and you can apply.
blackcollegeapp.com.
And I'm going to do my best with trying to type that in down at the bottom. But we'll see about all of that, okay? But you can apply for over 50 HBCUs with just that $20 application fee. And
cost savings.
Absolutely.
But every HBCU can see your application. The ones that you want to see your application. They can see your application for $20. and that is it. Not $20 each, not $50 or $60 each, but just $20 on commonblackcollegeapp.com.
And this is this disclaimer. This is not a paid advertisement with this organization. We're just providing some information. Okay. And another resource, who is a UAPB alum. This is the HBCU Kid, in which they offer HBCU college tours each semester, that they have gone all over to several different schools. Again, this is the disclaimer. This is not a paid advertisement. We are just providing a resource.
And there are plenty other resources. You know,
Yes.
Google does its thing. But those are the resources that we wanted to provide. You know, something simple for people to go and benefit from HBCUs and attending HBCUs. Very, very beneficial.
Absolutely. Anything else you want to talk about going to HBCU? Because, honey,
It's a lot to talk about.
it is a lot to talk about.
But we don't have all day. We
Not
wish
at
we
all.
did, but we don't. But there's so much to talk about. But Google will tell you a lot about HBCUs, because excellence is all over HBCUs.
Yes, it is.
If you look at history, black inventors, black actresses, black singers, black politicians, black everybody, most of them have attended HBCUs.
Absolutely. Not only that, there are athletes that have attended HBCUs. There are physicians. I mean, astronauts, all kinds of people that HBCUs, they started in HBCU and then they moved out, branched out. So when I tell you HBCU is the place, that's where
It's the place to be. So if you want to attend an HBCU, which you should, you can go to commonblackcollegeapp.com, apply, $20, can't hurt you, and get in there. Build your excellence.
Alrighty. Comment, like, subscribe, share with all your friends and family.
Do it.
So, y'all have a good rest of your day.
Bye.